Hi guys, welcome to the Astro Dog test bench. Today we're going to do a few interesting things. First of all, we're going to review the F80 by 400 refractor Mark II from Kson just with the Vixen bar. So if you want to know what the non-ring version looks like, we're going to have a peek at that. We're also going to have a look at the new Kson tracker mount, which is a fantastic way just to very quickly set up a refractor and take it with you. It breaks down to a tiny little package, so it's a really lovely little mount. And then we're going to have a look at this as a complete bundle. And if it's purchased that way, it also comes with the Kson starter bundle, so we'll have a little bit of a peek with that. So to get started, we might look at the OTA first. So we've already done a review on the 80 by 400 with the rings and Vixen plate, and this here is also the Mark II, so it's got the improved focuser that we really love. The most stunning thing about this is the weight. It weighs 1,150 grams, so it is very light, even though it's metal and has so much going for it. So we'll have a look at this little refractor and we'll go from there. We'll just open it up again. Here we go, packed a little too well. Alright, so here we are. Here's the Kson 80 by 400 refractor. So we'll just go through it bit by bit. First of all, it is a metal dew shield. We do have a plastic cap. It is probably the only plastic bit in the entire scope. This one here has got some lovely coatings. So it's a green, works really well, very good anti-reflective. As we can see, there's actually virtually no need for rings. It is very light. You also have got the Vixen plate, which is already firmly been fixed into the scope, so you can attach that onto any mount or even on top of another scope that allows for a Vixen attachment. So some people use this as a fancy finder, or if you've got something like a SCT, which is very much very used for close-up observations, this will give you a beautiful wide view when you attach it to that. The focus, as I said, is the Mark II. Let's have a look at some of the differences. This looks like plastic. Looks can be deceiving. It's not. It's actually metal, and it's got a coating over the top of it. This here also, it looks plastic. It's not. It's actually a full metal one, and it's very, very smooth to dial out. When we look at this as well, I hope that we can see it there, but it has a compression ring here on the inside, and that is tightened with a tri-screw system, so you get a superb lock on any accessories that you put into it. And as I said, the focuser is very, very nice, very smooth indeed. So that's the Mark II. There's not too much else that we can say about it, but the clarity is superb. It is a really, really nice little refractor. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to talk about how to put all this together as a package. So we'll just leave it there for a moment. I'll just clear away the box. All right, let's have a little talk about this tracker. We need a way to put this up so we can start getting some nice views, particularly if you just want to get started in astronomy. I couldn't recommend anything more than this. It is just a lovely way to get started. It's simple to set up. It is a non-equatorial system, which means when you take it out, there's no need to try and align it with any stars or do anything to make it work right. It's just move it up and down, left or right, exactly what you'd expect, and you can go from there. Now, while we've got it like this, let's weigh it. I'll just grab a weight. I hope this little one will do it. So we'll just power her up. Yesterday I had some trouble with this one. There we go, she's working. All right, so all up, I'd say that's 3.7 kilos. So it's not a heavy mount system at all. It's highly portable. I'll just go and unpack it from the top. I'll need to put all this back the way I found it in a minute, won't I? Alright, so it's let's have a look at the legs first. You can do a fair bit with this. First of all, they are extendable, so you can draw these out and they come out quite nicely to whatever you want. And then as well, you've got like, that's all I do. Just extend them out to what you need, tighten, and you're done. They are metal, they are quite light. I'd say that's probably an aluminium one. We pop it upright. We're not going to do any more guys than this. I'm definitely not going to extend it. I don't have the space on this one here. Here we have we can already see one of the slow motion controls that we're going to have a look at. Let's have a look at the rest. Oh, here we go. I love unpacking these, eh? Okay, here we are. Right, so we have two slow motion controls. One of these slow motion controls attaches onto this point here on the mount, and the other one, of course, we've already looked at, goes into here, and that will control the movement. Now this one here, this is the ring on the bottom. We'll just undo that. Here we are. So there's our plate. We pop that on top like so. Done, that's in. And then from underneath we attach, and there we go. Now obviously the tighter you draw it, the more it'll be fixed. So the secret is actually not to have it too tight. You want to be able to easily rotate that mount around the way that you need it to. And now we're probably in a good position to talk about this. So this one here, loosen it up. And there we are. Now we can begin to move this angle. And again, this one will loosen it quite nicely to what you need. And now it's just a matter of securing the scope onto here. If it's a bit not tight enough, there we are, that's better. That's a nice mount. We'll loosen this up. Now we have two actually. It's a double system rather. So this one here locks into the Kson plate. This one here is like a safety that goes in so that you're not going to have an issue. I like to probably do it around this way. I think I'd prefer to have that screwing in from the top, and it just uses that natural pressure on the side. So we simply grab the scope, we push it in like so, have that about in the middle. Start with whichever one you wish. That will start coming down on it. Done. I can feel a little bit of tension there now. And we're good. That's it. All right, so what we do now is we tighten that up the way we want. Let's attach on our slow motion controls. So look, they're just basic slow motion controls. There's nothing fancy about these. They are functional, they do the job. And they will tighten in quite nice. So there we are. That's in there. Good. Just loosen that up a bit. Okay. And the second one goes down the bottom here onto this point. You can probably move that to where it's quite convenient so we can attach. So there's this part here as well, and that is of course the tray. I was wondering, I remember having a tray. Okay, so it comes with a tray. There we are. And it's a really nice drop-in system. It simply drops in, done. And this one here, drop in, extend it out, tighten it. And that is really solid. So that's not going anywhere. So there we go, guys. That's the Kson mount setup. Now let's just talk about the bundle and have a look at what is included with it. This bundle is $99 by itself. We just supply it with any of the scopes or refractors that we have. It has some unusually good eyepieces with it. We'll talk about them in a moment. First of all, how are you going to find your target? Frankly, it's an 80mm this one, so you could look through it and you can almost virtually star hop without anything. It does come with a red dot finder and with this one here. So let's just explore how that will fit when we move it around. So the bottom of the refractor here is the foot plate for this, so that slides in here, and then you attach this on, and then you have got your red dot finder ready to go. And as you can see, there is a bit of distance between the eyepiece here and the red dot, so you're not going to be bumping your head or trying to get too close to it. It actually stands up quite a nice distance there to make that a pleasant experience. We have included in this a 45-degree. Now the reason we've included this 45-degree prism rather than a 90-degree is that you're going to be able to, this is a correct image prism, so you're going to be able to use this setup for both daytime use as well as nighttime use. It will correct image anything you're looking at. So if you're looking at a bird through it, the bird's not going to be upside down, it's going to be the right way around. And it does make maybe your star image, your star viewing just a little bit more pleasant. A 90-degree is also recommended if you're looking at zenith targets, just for the sake of your neck. I mean, 90 degrees nicer if you're looking at something straight up, isn't it? You're not going to have to crane your neck so much. But that's a nice, good way to get started, and then you can start to work out, learn a bit more about astronomy, work out what you really want to be doing with it, and so on. So here we go. These are the starter eyepieces that come with a pack. These are unusual. First of all, they are 3-element eyepieces. So they're like the Saxon ones that come with the Saxon scopes, but there are big differences. First of all, no plastic here. This is a metal warm weather eyepiece. They have got a lovely grip on there for your comfort. Sorry, not grip. Your eye cups for comfort. These have actually been reviewed by William Paolani in America. And what we really love about these is just these gigantic oversized lenses. These are perfect for beginners. Normally, you need to position your eyepiece exactly, your eye exactly the right spot in front of an eyepiece, or you're going to have trouble viewing through it. With these ones, they are so beginner friendly. You can put your eye anywhere there virtually and you will get a lovely image. So that's great for children, because you don't want them going, where, I can't see anything, and you're looking through it. Well, just move your head a little bit to the left, son. You don't want that. You just want to go straight on top, bang, it's done. In astronomy, 25, the larger the number, the greater the field of view, the more amount of the stars you're going to be able to see. So this is the eyepiece that you should put in first to have a look at. But what if you find something really fascinating and you want to have a bit of a closer view at it? Well, friends, that's when we switch over to our second eyepiece. And this one here is the same series. So it's same system, except this one here is the 10mm. Again, we do have an enlarged eyepiece field here as well, so that is easier to look through than a lot of the competitor versions. I wonder if I can illustrate that. I'll just go get the Saxons and we'll actually have a look at them. Okay, so these are the ones that come with the Saxon eyepieces, one of the Saxon eyepiece kits. Don't get me wrong, this is a lovely eyepiece. This will give you great views. It has got long eye relief. It's a classic. There's a reason why they supply it with it. This one is 25mm. Now you just have a look at the two and you'll see the point that I was making about the oversized lens. There you go. Can you see that? So I'll turn it. They're oversized. They are huge. They're just so easy to look through. Also, this here is completely made of plastic. This is actually a really good 3-element metal. So big difference there. And again, when we look at the conversion, this one here, so-called Super 10, you can see it is a little bit bigger as well. So it is more comfortable to look through. Now, do you notice a difference in coatings? There's a reason for that. The reason is that these here are fully multi-coated. That's a feature that you would normally get on much more expensive eyepieces. So these here have been improved. Now the 10mm version is also fully multi-coated, and it is of course fully blackened. I think both of them are blackened. They do that as a standard these days. But we see here that you've just got a bit more, probably a bit more feel. They're really different. If you get these, you will be impressed with them. As I said, they've been reviewed over in America by William, and he was really impressed by them. They do a lovely job, and the ones that the 10mm that he got wasn't fully multi-coated at the time, so this has been improved further based on some feedback. And this is what we like about Kson. They're very innovative. They are quite willing to respond to the feedback that we give them from users and from reviewers, and as a result their products are really improving. A couple of products I think that they do better at than others, but in particular the refractors and eyepieces are really improving, and we see the benefits now with lovely eyepieces like this that a first-time user to astronomy will be able to enjoy. So there we have it. The way it works is you have the prism diagonal. You've got a part that goes into the eyepiece end of the telescope. This is the bit that your eyepiece will go into. So you push it in there, you tighten it up here, and then that system is then complete. So I hope you've enjoyed that bit of a look at and review of the Kson system here. It does work really well. We've got the slow motion control system here, and you can notice it's beginning to just rotate just slightly as you're moving it, and of course the other way around as well. So that's really useful for tracking an object across the sky where you're trying to make micro adjustments. And of course this other one, what that does is it moves it in the other direction. So you're going to have a nice solid platform to work with here. I'm confident that you'll love it. Alright, well thank you very much for joining us here on the Astro Dog channel and at our workbench here, and we look forward to many more videos. Thank you.